Hey folks, welcome back. It's me, Mike, again with Team Brothership, and this is it. This is going to be the final episode, barring something unforeseen. We're here in Kefka's fortress, and we're mere striking distance away from the final boss. So it all comes together now. I think we've got 3 boss fights left, and I think they're essentially immediately ahead. So yeah, I don't think we need to beat around the bush too much. I think we're just gonna go for it. So thank you for joining me again. Oh, that's fine. Oh no, back attacks. You know how I feel about those. Ugh. Excellent, perfect. It's okay. We'll get through this quickly enough. I'm hoping Strago runs into some of these guys, because those veterans have spells that he can use, which are actually pretty useful. So yeah, a little bit of brawling left to go before we get to the final encounter, but this is it. This is going to wrap this episode up. Oh wait, why didn't she Why did it not work to unimp her? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, please finish these guys off before Celis dies. Thank you. Alright. Too distracted by my intro. I also have cats directly across from me that are climbing my Christmas tree, which may be audible. Which I know I've discussed before how they're yelling too, which is always fun. I know I've discussed before how my... Oh, whoops. I probably should have checked my stats before that. Alright, here we go. We're fighting the goddess statue. And first up is Poltergeist. These all have different names, like the... Shrapnel is a really crappy spell. Not too bad. I know I've talked before about how my setup is not ideal for recording, but, you know, I got an old house, man. I don't know what you want me to say. The layout is what it is. You know, I got a room for gaming, and I got a room for sleeping. So yeah, so these are the 3, this is the first of the 3 goddess statues, and we get the classic, intense boss battle music for this. Yikes. These fights shouldn't be too bad. I mean, these 3 are definitely the toughest enemies in here, discounting the final boss. But again, we're pretty beefy. We're going to be able to handle this pretty easily, I think. And of the 3, Poltergeist is probably the easiest. Sorry, it's horrible background nonsense. Calm down, cats. It's Christmas. You're ruining things. This was supposed to be my big epic conclusion. Anyway, these 3 all have different names in most of the re-releases. I don't remember what they are, though, because I've played the Super Nintendo version a lot more. Yeah, it was something to do with, like... I mean, these... Oh, there he goes. So we never found out what he was carrying. Hopefully it wasn't... I do think... you can steal from all of these guys. I do think... the Aura Lance is very good, though. I do think what Poltergeist had is the weakest of them all. Yay, we did it. I mean, the final boss is directly ahead, so I'm actually going to wait here, because I think I will probably... Yeah, alright, I'm going to just switch to the other party, because I probably want to save and heal up everybody before we make that final rush. I'm pretty sure what Poltergeist was carrying was not as good as what the other 2 are carrying, which is good that I put Locke in that party then. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. It's hard to keep track of some of this stuff sometimes. Probably not gonna have to worry about these clowns too much. How dare you, sir? Hold on, I gotta spray my cat. Kittens are great, everybody. I would definitely recommend getting 2 right before Christmas. Alright. Yes, this is the one that I wanted to fight with Strago. Because this fellow has some blue magic, and I'm pretty sure he's the only one in the entire game that has it. So if we don't get it from him, we don't get it ever. And I actually think I have never learned this spell before. It's also really good to fight this guy with Umaro, because this guy uses a lot of ice attacks, which Umaro is healed by. I mean, Mog would be fine too. Anybody packing a snow muffler will do the same thing. Oh, so what I was saying about... So these are called the 3 goddesses. I mean... I don't know, I'm not going to get all gendery on people, but Doom and Poltergeist certainly look male. But the... Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. Well, that's okay. We'll thaw them out. Hopefully this won't kill him. Actually, I think he's immune to fire, so that's fine. Oh, there it is. All right, so hopefully Strago learned that. So that's cool. I believe Edgar's immune to fire as well, because they both have those red jackets on. So that's cool. You're seeing a Mike Final Fantasy first. Oh, don't use that spell. Oh, damn it. I should have unequipped that from him. That's, yeah. I forgot. Yeah, so they were called the 3 goddesses, but I think they're technically, like, they're just the gods of this world. But Nintendo of America had kind of a censorship thing going on back in the day and didn't want to depict people killing God, which is... Oh, Edgar. Which is why... Umaro, stop it. You 2 idiots are actively working against us. Half of our party has turned traitor. Nintendo of America didn't want to depict people killing God, which is why so many 8 and 16-bit RPGs never got... wow, that's a little bit tough. Didn't get localized, because that was kind of... through the 32-bit era, that was kind of the meat and potatoes of your Japanese RPG. I think in... Is it Shin Megami Tensei? I think it's the first one. Yeah, I learned Force Field. Excellent. And we got the Sky Render, the best katana for... Oh, shoot, and we never... Well, you know, we'll worry about that later. We never equipped Mog with the Aura Lance. Oh, nice. Alright, that's good. So, yeah, Strago learned that lore. The spell that I have... Where is it? There it is, Force Field. I've never learned that spell before, I don't think. So, it's a Final Fantasy first. But yeah, I think the first Shin Megami Tensei game... Alright, hold on a second. Before I forget that I have all this gear, pop the Aura Lance on him, because he's doing melee stuff. And then... We're going to go over to... Whoops. To her, and I'm going to equip the Sky Render. Excellent. I mean, not at this point. Well, we'll get to that when we get to it. But yeah, anyway, I think the I'm pretty sure the first Shin Megami Tensei actually has you killing literal Yahweh, like the literal Judeo-Christian God, as the final boss. So small wonder that one didn't make it out over here. More of these nonsense. Yeah, we'll double ultimate this guy. I want to get this done quickly. You know what? I might actually... Yeah. When we get to the next fight, I'm going to switch some stuff around. I'm going to fight this one kind of sloppy, but for reasons. Anyway, you can see, I mean, these guys are definitely putting up more of a fight than... Well, not the Scullions, but the goddess statues are putting up more of a fight than the other bosses. But we're really beefed up at this point. That's not going to work. Nice try. There it is, the last one, the actual goddess, which again is confusing when you have 3 goddesses and one of them is named goddess. It's kind of like how I had an ex-girlfriend whose last name was Sweeney, and she named one of her cats Sweeney. I never really understood that. All right, no, we want the... Oops. So this is the benefit of having Go-Go. So we can muck around with his... No, that's not what I wanted. We can muck around with his skills a little bit. I'm actually going to switch out Blitz for Steel. I want to try to get what this creature is carrying. Alright, we're good to go. Let's do this. You start out as a pincer attack, so it's an advantage, but they wanted to show this cool sprite, I'm sure. This enemy may be strong against Holy, which is going to be a problem. We don't need to haste him because he's already hasted. I know she's got more of a lightning thing going on, but oh, that would be amazing if that worked. Ah, damn it, I knew it. Ooh, I hope the Aura Lance is also not Holy. Alright, Shadow, you're just going to be hucking stuff at this lady. We could use those tack stars, but I'm pretty sure the ninja stars do max damage at this point anyways. Oh, please don't be Holy. Alright, excellent. Wow, he packs a wallop. This is not going to be a very long fight. Ah. Nice try. An irritating flash rain spell. It won't be irritating for long, though. Whoa, wow. We tore through her. Yikes. I guess that's what happens when your Moogle does 30,000 damage in one shot. And we get the Excalibur. It's not as good as the Illumina, but it's the next best thing. That's that. Here's our little message. Magic power. So Kefka himself has become the source of magic. Ostensibly, we were just busting in here to wreck those statues, but yeah, now Kefka himself has become so powerful that... Alright, hold on, what am I doing here? We don't need this anymore. I'm actually going to equip him with one of the golden hairpins. I mean, we could put an economizer on him. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright. So this is it. This is now we are in the final stretch. So I'm gonna heal everybody up. And then we're gonna go forward and we're gonna do this thing. We might wind up getting in another random encounter by accident because there are a few more steps we have to take. So I think they're pretty good to go. Let's check one last thing. I don't think she can't equip staffs. Okay. Alright, that's one. I'm going to jump over to I think somebody's still standing on this. Nope. Hold on. Oh. Why can't she do that then? There we go. Okay. Some kind of glitch or something. We're going to switch her gear. The scimitar is great, but the Excalibur will be more useful for this particular fight. Oh, and there's a save point right there. Excellent. There's that tent to heal everybody up. And heal up these folks. Barely even need it. And one last save. And in we go. All right, I think I'm ready. Here we go, folks. This is it. This is the big one. I think you can leave through those doors, but I think it boots you back to an earlier section. So we're just doing it. Hopefully, I didn't forget anything. I mean, it's a tough fight, but as you've seen at this point, we're pretty jacked. Creepy organ music and shrieking people. Sounds good. I think we're okay. Welcome, friends. There he is. This weird barrier. I don't really know what those floating things are. If they're little, like, elementals or something. I think that's supposed to be us, not Kefka. This tosses our party around like lawn furniture. Kefka's getting philosophical. You don't see her name, so presumably it could be essentially anybody that gives that speech, but it's always been Terra when I've done this game. I would assume it's somebody different if you come in here without her. And now they're going to go through what everyone's special purpose. Do you, Shadow? Oh, that's nice. Really speaks to the strength of the channel. Aw, that's such a grandpa thing to say. Okay, Mog. Sure. Umaro and Gogo get no speech, so we just miss out on Setzers and Gaos. I like in this final moment we don't have God Kefka, we get regular grumpy, just pissy nihilist Kefka. I'm pretty sure he does at this point. Yeah, So this is the light of judgment. That everyone in the Colosseum was just soiling themselves as that beam went ripping by. Here he is. At the pinnacle of his power, standing atop a hill of burning garbage, shouting about how he's going to create a world of non-existence. It's the most Kefka moment in the entire game. Again, we get Terra, and I'm pretty sure another character's gonna show up in him. Yeah, it's always Locke in the second one too. Again, I don't know if that changes depending on who else you bring with you. I apologize for all the background noise going on, but I have two adorable kittens just frolicking, celebrating a new day. I think that's actually now the Barren Falls in the background. Okay, so here we go. This is a weird thing to pop up after all of that. So we actually have to organize the whole party, put everyone in an order, because this is like a long multi-part battle, and if anybody goes down during the fight, not like if you get knocked out, you have time to revive people, but if anyone goes down and kind of stays down, they're removed from the battle, and the next person shows up to take their place. So you obviously you want your heavy hitters going in first, but you want to make sure that this is why you need everybody at decent strength. You want to make sure that kind of you've got your major players stacked up in the order that you want them. And it does matter, too, because, especially towards the end of the fight, if you're not ready for it, you can get hit with some shots that will quickly wipe your party out. So you absolutely do want to make sure that you're prepared for that. All right, oops, no. All right, so the Dream Team, and I'm hoping that we can finish it with just these folks. So we've got Terra, our dual-wielding mage. Sabin's blitzes are, as we've discovered, pretty broken. So that's all good. We'll have our multi-fighting Celis to just blaze through guys that way. And I'm actually going to pop in Gogo just as support. His extra magic and the lores that he's packing will be pretty useful. After that, I think I'm going to go Edgar, because he's pretty jacked too. Then it gets oh god, they found the noisy toy. After that, it gets a little more, we'll say, Shadow, Realm, Mog, Strago, Locke, Cyan, and Umaro. It feels like a pretty good team. I think we're gonna make it, everybody. All right, let's do this. And then he just attacks you. Okay, so first up, this is a multi-part battle, and whoa, that hit pretty hard. We're going to haste everyone, and we're going to throw up some cure magic, because I want Celis hitting at max power. And we'll put up big guard, too, protect everybody. So, you're not really seeing your targets here, but there's three, the face and the two hands we have to kill. And this is a multi-stage fight. That's a tower, kind of a three-person tower, or three-tier tower that we're fighting our way up. And then at the very top is a fourth battle, the final battle against Kefka. Oh, you know what I should do before? Okay. Okay, when her turn comes around, I'm going to cast Quick. And then I'm going to cast Life 3. Where is it? On her. A protect spell's worth its weight in gold. I think we killed one of the things already. I didn't... obviously, you don't see them go, so... oops. Cat noises again. Alright, and we're going to cast Life 3 on Sabin and Life 3 on Celis. We're going to take some unavoidable hits later on in the battle that will probably kill some party members. And they come right at the end. Oh, that's friggin' annoying. Well, alright, I'm just going to Ultima this guy to death. I do have to remember to to Life 3 Go-Go as well. Yeah, so we're going to take some unavoidable hits, unfortunately, which will probably kill some guys. So we want to make sure... oh, that was a death, definitely. We want to make sure that everybody can be easily revived. So you don't want to go into that last fight with the wrong people. I'm going to have to cast Life 3 on himself. He can do that. Some pretty cool music here, which is they're probably going to try to get us demonetized again. The Final Fantasy soundtrack folks are really, Quake, are really pretty possessive about that stuff. Yikes. Oh, okay, so that was the end of the first tier. Now up to the second one. The second one's actually probably the toughest one. There's the most hostile forces here. The third tier, though, is where they start bringing out all the real nasty magic. I think these are all supposed to be, like, Kefka clones, or... I mean, they look like him, but, like, you know, much beefier versions of him. No, excellent. Alright, I'm going to assume that that Life 3 still is in effect, hopefully. I'm just going to start ultimating these, because there's a lot of them here, and they all have yucky abilities, so we want to try to take them down quickly. I wish she was packing a little bit more heat at the moment. Yeah, it does make it a little complicated when you can't totally see what you're aiming at. It would be nice if these were a little more visually distinct. But I think it's basically the 3 Kefka thingies and then that weird face at the bottom. I could be using Quick to get in even more turns, but... that's annoying, so we're going to have to kill that guy multiple times. That's okay. Ugh. Cats are once again obliterating my Christmas tree. You know how it goes. I think this is actually a fire spell. How is Go-Go immune to fire? I'm not complaining, but still a little surprised. Alright, one of them went down. Ooh, that's going to be yucky. That's okay. Terra's about to get multiple turns, so I'll have her do a quick Cure 3 to bring everybody back up to snuff. Yeah, that's going to do some real damage to... oh, we got another one, too, so there's, I think, only 2 of these guys left. That's good. Oh, wow. Alright, quick Cure 3, and then we're going to... We got just about everybody, and I'm pretty sure that guy's only still standing because he got Life 3'd. everybody back up to snuff. He's definitely going down this turn either way because he's about to take full damage from everybody. Yeah, there it is. Excellent. Thankfully, that does not bring them back at full health, as I understand it. Well, I mean, we saw it. We saw it when, oh no. Ah. That's okay. Alright, so we gotta do a few things now, because that may have dispelled the life 3. So I want to make sure he's still got re-raise on him. Okay, so we're at the top, where we've got Kefka sitting on his throne, being overlooked by the Madonna, I guess, the Virgin Mary. Alright, War. We're going to do another big guard. And take a swing at this guy. I'm going to fire off quick, and then just to make sure he's still got re-raise on him. Ah, crap. That's annoying. Well, at least the Atma weapon's hitting harder than the, whatchamacallit. Yeah, that thing in the back, the Madonna-looking head, when that goes down, it's going to cast some really... Oh, it did. It's dead already. Okay. It didn't do it. Usually that casts some real nasty spells when it goes down. Surprised we avoided that, but okay. That's crappy. There's no real easy way to avoid that. So he's probably going to go down at some point, but that's... Oh. Well, okay, so that thing's dead, and that's why we needed the life 3. Because you don't want to lose 2 characters right as you're going into the absolute final battle. It sucks that they're going in at like a sliver of their health, but we should have enough time to fix that. And we're looping back around. It's the opening to the game. There he is. It's Kefka. I like the fact that he's got the angelic thing going on. And this was, as far as I know, the first of the Final Fantasy final bosses who did the angel thing. But I like how he still looks like gross Kefka. Alright, so we got a few things we gotta... So that'll heal everybody back up. We got a few things we need to do. The first of which is to put life 3 back on everybody. I mean, Kefka doesn't have any insta-kill things on the same... Oh, well, he's got this, though. Which totally blows. That's alright, she'll be at full health by the time she gets her attack off. Crap. Oh, good. Excellent. Okay, well, we're definitely firing off a Cure 3 with one of those quick spells. Alright, we're gonna do Cure 3 to heal everybody back up, and then we're gonna do Life 3 on Go-Go. Yeah, Fallen 1 is a truly wretched spell to get hit with. Because it reduces you to 1 hit point. And we do still have to life 3 Celis. Ooh, and we got I didn't even even see what he did. He summoned that weird head. I'll throw up another big guard. Did we get him already? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, never mind. That was easier. Again, these characters are pretty beefy. He doesn't really get a final speech either. He just disintegrates into nothingness. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough fight, but my team was pretty beefy. We did it. That's it. There he goes, turning to ash and nothingness. The fate of all, to use a little bit of Kefka's philosophy. It's breaking up. Okay. We have to have the two neglected characters. Airship's just ahead. Oh, I didn't even use Morph. I totally forgot. I could have been doing Morph the whole... Not that it really matters. Here we go. We destroyed the source of magic, so now all of the Magicite and the Espers and everything are disappearing. Yeah, sorry, Espers. You had to take one for the team again. So now is Terra going to survive? She's part Esper. Alright, so here's the ending. It's kind of a cool looking, well, when it actually shows up. Get that book there. It's a long ending too, so we are probably going to reach our essentially hour length. I always thought the animation on this was so cool. It just looks so much nicer than most other stuff on the Super Nintendo. So we get a little scene with all of our team. We learn their last names, too. You get their theme song and a little scene of them escaping from the fortress. That's the most important part of his character, obviously, is his fear of machinery. Even though we barely used him in the World of Ruin, he gets his own little scene. And it's nice the way they weave in all of the weave in all the characters' like theme songs into the ending theme. Just like Two-Face, he's overcome his reliance on a coin. Oh, here come the brothers. They have to share a scene. Good old Mog. Animals don't need last names. Looks kind of like the Moogle tree from Final Fantasy V. All the other characters get scenes of them like being useful and using their particular skill set. Mog has to be rescued by Edgar and gets humiliated. Oh well. He did practically kill a god by himself with his quadruple leap, so... And we get Umaro. No last name for him either. Kills all the Moogles. I mean, Gogo at least explains why he is invested in this whole process. You never really get a feeling for how Umaro feels about. Yeah, that's how he helps. He just smashes a wall down. Like, what does he think about saving the world and essentially killing multiple gods? I do like Gogo's little helmet there. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I went to sleep. Hopefully it doesn't, we don't lose too much color there. It's Gogo's turn to shine. He has to mimic somebody to, finish this. He plummets to his death. We don't really know what that old man's last name is, so we don't know what Gao's last name is. Just throwing people off cliffs. And the two lovebirds get their scene now. Not too many more to go at this point. I don't know if they say it anywhere in the game, but in some of the supplemental material, they do say that Locke's Rachel, Locke's previous girlfriend, died by falling. So this scene is like a reenactment of him getting to fix things. Oops. Her cat's fighting in the background, which is ruining this sweetly good-natured scene. So they're doing Realm and Strago last? Really? I don't remember that. It's the only time we ever see Tara actually interacting with her father, when he's turned into a rock in a tube. I guess Strago also gets another embarrassing scene. He gets to get rescued by a little girl. Now, we know his name at this point. It's Clyde. But we don't actually get to see it in this scene. So, yeah, I guess he stayed and died. You don't see him for the rest of the ending. We'll see everybody else again. But, yeah, I don't know if he's creating another life for himself or something again. Oh, Strago did get his own scene. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. My cats were being problematic. He does get to be helpful. Otherwise, everyone would have died because they wouldn't have been able to climb back onto the airship. And me. Thanks. Alright. Yeah, see, no Shadow. No Umaro and Gogo either, but you will see them. They're there. Wonder which one it was. Fly the airship out of the collapsing wreckage of Kefka's tower. Some cool Mode 7 shots here. I think these are the kids from Mobliz. Yeah. Yay, she made it. We managed to catch her. And she still probably hit that deck pretty hard, but it's fine. It's video game logic. So we did it. That's it. It's the end of the game. We made it. So thanks everybody for keeping me company on all of this. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed sharing this with all of you. I have a cat that's trying to turn my recording off. Yeah, so now we gotta figure out what the next game is, I guess. Moving on to the next thing. I'll probably take a few weeks off because I feel like I've been recording a lot of episodes recently between the all the Team Brothership stuff and this stuff. Schedule will be a little bit erratic around Christmas time, just for obvious reasons, but we'll try to get back on track with things. I do think Paul wants me to keep guest starring with him on the Blasphemous episode, so there's been a lot of recording. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, but we'll probably continue. Maybe something a little bit shorter as a palate cleanser before we move on to the next big RPG. I was kind of thinking maybe it's not any shorter, but I was kind of thinking Chrono Trigger, because Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger are kind of the bookends of some of my favorite 16-bit RPGs. But I was also thinking maybe Earthbound, or maybe something a little, like I said, a little quicker, like a Super Metroid, or something of that nature. But we'll see. I got some time to mull it over. And we'll still keep doing the Team Brothership episodes, obviously. Those are important for the brand. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I mean, obviously, I finished the Symphony of the Night Let's Play before I finished this one, but this was my first real Let's Play that I've done. I started it before the Castlevania one, and it was quite a bit longer, obviously. I think this is capping out at, I think this is going to be like 18 episodes. This is episode 18. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. There's a number of other games that I know pretty well as well, but this and Symphony are the two, maybe Final Fantasy Tactics are the ones that I have the most, shall we say, encyclopedic knowledge of, although even that, you could tell I was tripped up a few times over the course of the series. But yeah, this was a lot of fun, and I know there aren't a lot of you watching this, but maybe someday people will jump in, and yeah, thank you for keeping me company through all of this. It's fun. I love this ending too, just the Mode 7 background as the airship just sails dramatically through the skies. Well, that's a little bit of an ugly shot. Looks a little more like an Enix RPG there. Not that I'm not ragging on Enix, but especially their earlier Super NES and Super Famicom games definitely had something of a rougher look about them. I feel like Square's games were always a bit more bright and cartoony, vibrant. You hear sloshing water. I'm shaking the Naughty Kitty spray bottle at my overly aggressive cat that's picking on the new ones. Yeah, well, anyway, if for any of you who have made it all the way through this series, leave a comment and let me know what you think. I'd be curious to get a little bit of feedback on how all of this played out. That's a cool detailed shot of the airship right there. I like that. But yeah, I'm sure there were occasional parts that were a slog. Although, when I've gone back and edited all of these episodes, I've always been a little bit pleased with myself that they don't come across, at least for my own re-listening, they don't come across as rambly and aimless as they sometimes feel while I'm recording. I've often said to people, it's the Final Fantasy music. I think this is the only time it plays in the whole game, which is pretty cool. I can talk to people while I'm playing a video game, but I have very poor recollection of the conversation afterwards. Aw, Caterin had her baby. It's a celebration of... It's kind of a... I mean, it's cliche, but it's kind of a neat little bookend that, like, you know, we defeated the ultimate nihilist that was ruining the world, and then celebrated by a new birth, new growth. And the old world may be gone, we may have lost some things, but there's always something new to celebrate. It's just a nice thought, especially, I feel like now when the world is, she's waving to them. That's cute. Mog's passed out drunk. It's a nice sentiment to have nowadays, especially when things feel so grim and dark. You know, there's always a new dawn. There's creepy Edgar hitting on Celis. Realm hitting on Edgar. I do like the Final Fantasy theme, the kind of classic theme. You get to see everyone waves to all of the different towns and kingdoms and things as we fly over. Guess Cyan's not going to wave to Doma Castle for obvious reasons. Dramatic letting her hair down for the first time. I don't think that's supposed to symbolize anything per se. Wait for it. I don't know what that bridge has to do with anything. Nasty bridge. You get to see all the places that disappeared, like it's a Letty River and the Ghost Woods, all the places that disappeared when we went to the World of Ruin. Alright. Oh, and there they are. For a split second, you can see Umaro and Gogo, so they also survived. It's only Shadow that died, or is starting a new life, or who knows. Hey, we did it. We did it, everyone. Well, like I said, thank you for joining me. This has been a whole lot of fun. I loved sharing one of my favorite games with all of you. And I hope you had a nice time, too, getting to watch it and explore. And I hope it was relaxing and just some low-key fun during a very dark time for all of us. And there's the crystal music again. Now this is classic Final Fantasy. Oops. So that being the case, I will part with you, but I will see you again soon on the regular Team Brothership episodes. And in a couple of weeks, we'll be starting something. I'll be starting something new. I'll try to pick something fun to go through, maybe a little bit shorter than Final Fantasy III. So again, I've been Mike with Team Brothership. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you real soon.